Hi everybody, and welcome to this channel, Freya's Crone. My name is Melody. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome. And welcome back to my returning subscribers. From my other channel, I'm grateful for each and every one of you guys and all the love and support that you have been giving me on this YouTube journey. Alright, so when you watch this video, give me a Fonzie. Leave me a comment in the comment section below and let me know how this general reading resonated with you. If you are not yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button, that little notification bell, so that you know when I post videos or go live. And after you're done watching the video, you're more than welcome to share the video with somebody who you think will resonate with it. This video is for the star sign of Pisces, and this is also for the full moon in Scorpio that we got coming today, Friday. Alright, so before we get started, I cancel rebuke all black magic casted against me in my channel. I cancel rebuke all negative, subliminal, intrusive thoughts and emotional projections against me in my channel, as I will it and so it is. All right, so Pisces, the full moon in Scorpio occurs today, May 1st, peaking at 10:23 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and 1:23 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is called the flower moon. It is the first of two full moons in this month. The second one is called a blue moon that happens in Sagittarius on May 31st. It is positioned at 11 degrees of Scorpio. This moon focuses on alchemizing the past. It is an intense time for confronting hidden truths, letting go of what no longer serves you, and deep emotional purging. It is a rare finger of God configuration. Involves the moon, the sun, Venus, and Saturn. This alignment suggests a fated or karmic quality to the day, particularly regarding relationships and shared resources. The moon is strongly affecting those plans with the fixed signs Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, and Aquarius. It is the perfect time for shadow work or internal reflection. It is a powerful day for paying off debts, settling emotional scores, or having difficult, honest conversations you've been avoiding. Major new project launches or impulsive emotional decisions. Astrologers advise against elective surgical operations during this peak due to heightened sensitivity. Good time to do a clearing physical and digital clutter ritual like deleting old contacts or taking a salt bath can help channel the Scorpion energy of cleansing the old. Alright, so that is what I see. That's the moon's energy for today. Let's see what the moon's energy looks like around you, Pisces. Pisces, what's the moon's energy look like around the Pisces collective? All the water signs and all the earth signs will be affected as well, because of the sun opposite the moon in Taurus, which is telling you to focus on stability and change. On the bottom of the deck, it's your fingertips, balance, spirituality, and practicality, full moon in Pisces. So what is being reflected back to you is about balancing out, being more practical with your belief system, being more practical with your emotional body, because Pisces rules, Pisces have a habit of playing the victim. So it's about becoming more practical in your headspace. It's about clearing out that mental clutter, clearing out that emotional clutter. It's about, see, the full moon in Pisces. Pisces rules karma, secrets, self-undoing, closure, endings, healing, travel, expenses, hidden enemies, and bed pleasures. Emotions are running high, so you're definitely going to be triggered today. You're going to be triggered. There's an emotional trigger coming up that needs to be cleared. when it comes to your power source, when it comes to your self-confidence, when it comes to success, right? So you're being asked to breathe it out to help release that mental fog so that you can show the world the real you. And be more vulnerable with your intuition, because the divine feminine rules our intuition. It rules our it's about coming into union with that masculine and feminine energy. It's about being more vulnerable, being more compassionate. It's about releasing any bottled up emotions that you may be feeling. It's about being able to be real to who you are. So you're being asked, Pisces, to breathe it out. Do some breathing exercises, because breathing in and breathing out slowly awakens old patterns, right? It releases old patterns and awakens new energy. It allows new energy. So moving the energy around is very significant to you today, so that you can bring a state of balance in between your masculine and feminine energy. For some of you, this could have something to do with your spiritual journey. So something is definitely being triggered, so that you can find that key. When it comes to faith, when it comes to your spirituality, it also something about your dreams, maybe something in the premonition dreams about your new start with the new moon in energy. I feel like you have did the work in releasing negative energy, and therefore nothing's going to come of a situation, and you got another person who could be triggered by this, is what I feel. I always get two stories here for the Pisces collective. So I feel like one Pisces has released any fears, released any negativity. Like I feel like they did their shadow work and they released it. And I feel like it's triggering either an Aquarius or another Pisces, because it's like this other person is becoming more authentic. And that's what I feel like they were trying to do. I feel like they were trying to come into somebody's dreams, right? With the Aquarius energy, this could be somebody in their social circle, like a fake friend, a karmic friend, who maybe works in a group or a society of people, maybe partnering up with an Aquarius. You may need to go watch the Aquarius reading. All right, so what is hidden that's coming to the light? What is hidden that's coming to the light? That's a lot of cards. So we're just going to take, okay, transformation, intuitive, and patience. This was lying face down. We have the bigger picture, angelic help. So there could be some sort of angelic help coming in to help transform somebody. We got the dragon's duel. So whatever dragon you feed is the one that's going to live. The eyes of the beauty, positive expectations, and clarity. So somebody could have been very envious and made some sort of a conscious choice to, like, I'm telling you, to go into somebody's dreams, right? Go into somebody's dreams and cause them a lot of worry, anxiety, even possibly to unalive them. But something did not come of the situation because an angelic person saved them. Somebody was wearing a mask when they did this. Somebody could have been masking something. And now somebody is very triggered. Very triggered because whoever they did this to had the confidence to face it. And now they are going to be very successful because of the choice that they made. I feel like one person made the choice to do something out of jealousy, out of envious of who they are, what they look like. Somebody could have also casted the evil eye on somebody. Yeah, and I feel like now they're triggered because the other person is going to be successful. They're getting their new start with the new moon coming. The new moon will be in Taurus. Taurus rules the possessions. And I feel like that's why this card was face down, because that person is going through a transformation. But why? Because they stayed patient. They trusted their intuition. They faced they did the shadow work. They faced them fears, right? And they see the bigger picture, because the divine ripped the mask off of this fake individual who was coming in acting like, all charming and all pretty boyish and all, giving false hopes and false promises, creating a lot of drama, being a bit childish, being a bit like envious energy here. And now it's like this cause and effect, because of what they did. The conscious choice of what they did is now going to affect something for them, and they're going to see something more clearly, and that's why they're being triggered. All right, so what does Pisces need to let go of? Stress, attachment, surrender your attachments to the results, negative thinking, procrastination. So I feel like the formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen and then let go of the results. So I feel like that's what's happened here. I feel like the other person let go of the results. They called it an angelic help to rip off the mask. I feel like this person is very intuitive. They're very patient. I feel like this person was trying to send them a lot of negativity, perhaps even going like dream walking into their dreams. I feel like this person is a karmic spiritualist. I feel like they really wasn't thinking practically when they did this. They were thinking out of jealousy, out of envy, because of the way somebody looked. I feel like they really was trying to get somebody to, maybe a group of people to, because of the Aquarius, a group of people or a friend circle or social circle to see things their way. They wanted this person to procrastinate. Yeah, they were trying to control a situation, is what I feel. So I feel like both of these cards are in reverse, but I am going to read them in the upright position. So for some Pisces out there, or somebody who is cross-watching, it could even be an Aquarius. You may need to go watch the Aquarius reading. Open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. Take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to your center. So somebody is very, very stressed, and they may have a hard time breathing because of this trigger. Like, I feel like they're really being triggered here, and they're being asked to let it go, right? To lay it to the rest, because the dragon that they're feeding is not a good dragon, right? So we're going to go ahead and read the Dragon's Duel real quick. So 2325, 2 could be significant. 5 and a 7, 1 which talks about a 12. You may need to go watch the Aquarius reading, because the Aquarius reading was about relationships. So this could have been an Aquarius and a Pisces working together. All right, so the Dragon Duel takes place at the proverbial fork of the road. It's both ally and challenger at once, as it represents a tension of opposites. Even though the truth is that we live in unity, we experience the duality of faith and doubt, love and fear, right and wrong, black and white. This aspect of your current experience asks you to accept that although you may be going one way, another may call you to change direction. So you were being called to change a direction. Now is the time to inquire whether it's your ego or your soul leading you. And I feel like it was somebody's ego, because both of these cards are in reverse, and somebody is being triggered. Somebody did something out of their ego, right? Somebody did something out of their ego right here. With the Desert Prince in reverse. Somebody did something out of their ego, made false promises, gave false hopes. There are always choices in life. Decision Making also resolves inner conflict. If you're torn between two dragons, the one you choose to feed will be the one that wins. Which is it? If it's not the one that serves your highest intentions, deliberately feed the other, and the duel will be won in your favor. So somebody decided to feed a dragon out of the way they were viewing a situation, possibly on the World Wide Web. All right. So when the eyes of the beauty shows up at your ally, they require you to examine your perceptions. Do you see the world as perfect and beautiful? Can you retrace the steps from the past to now and see the perfection in the way reality has been created? Truly, perception is everything. A glass half empty is the same as a glass half full. So, yes, somebody needs to see something from a different perspective here. Yet so different according to how it's perceived. The eyes of the beauty remind you that if you move forward with conviction, all is well now and always will be. If you see true prosperity as a result, expect to see beauty and you will attract your highest good. So it's how you're viewing a situation. How you are viewing a situation. And I feel like, again, somebody did not trust their intuition. You need to go watch that Aquarius reading, right? They didn't want to surrender to the healing. They didn't want to do the work. They didn't want to make that conscious choice to see something from a different perspective. And now they're triggered, right? Now they're triggered. All right, so let's go ahead and clarify. Time to breathe out and show the world the real you with Aquarius. I'm telling you, this card also come out for the Aquarius. Putting the work into something. Somebody did not want to put in the work. Somebody did not want to heal something because they made a choice to see something from a wrong perspective, is what I feel. Because if you look at this reminds me of the ugly duckling who turned into the beautiful swan. She's also got something covering her mouth. All right. So it's time to breathe out. It's time to work on healing. It is time to take deep breaths in, because the stress in your body it's like causing like lethargic energy. It's like taking control over you, because we do have the desire to control somebody. Getting into their head. See the snake on there being a sneaky snake. That's that hidden enemy, being a sneaky snake, doing something in secret. Causing a lot of, like, trying to control somebody's thoughts. Yeah, trying to control somebody's head. Trying to force something to happen. Holding on too tightly. Show the world the real you. The Eight of Pentacles talks about working at something, working at mastering something. Yes, somebody didn't want to walk away from some sort of an emotion. Knight of Cups. This could be that partnership with the Aquarius reading. The Four of Swords. So 8 and a 4. 8 is significant, but we also getting 8 and 8 adds up to a 16, which adds up to a 7, plus 4 is in the 11 degrees of Scorpio. So the Four of Swords in reverse talks about somebody not wanting to let go of a situation, somebody not wanting to walk away from an emotional situation. I feel like somebody wants to work on a partnership. Somebody needs to master more being healing, right? Master at more at being healed or healing them wounds, right? Doing some healing work. I also feel too, somebody may have been siphoning somebody's healing energy, siphoning off their solar plexus, attaching themselves. I feel like this is definitely about a romantic partner. The Four of Swords in reverse talks about healing the mental body, healing the emotional body here. Turning the corner, making better choices, letting go of how something is going to manifest, remaining in that positive vibration. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put this card flipped over. All right, the Dragon's Duel. Which one is Pisces feeding? Which dragon is Pisces feeding? Look. Okay, so we have the Hierophant coming through, the High Priest, which represents Taurus. So somebody could have did something for money. They made a conscious choice to do something for money. 8 and a 5 adds up to a 13. So the Taurus card represents that Saturn energy, the structure energy, some sort of a religious structure, some sort of a spiritual structure, right? A society of people, a group of people, a secret society of people here. The the High Priest represents wisdom, knowledge, but I feel like it's about a secret society, because we got Aquarius here, which talks about groups, society, social circle, friends, secrets, hidden enemies, a secret society, a hidden society. Somebody could be like the High Priest of this coven, could be a coven energy, and an Aquarius could have did something to get initiated into a coven. Aquarius and Pisces could be the leaders, because there's two keys here. Eyes of the beauty. Look at on the bottom of the deck. Somebody was jealous of somebody's beauty, right? Now it's like somebody may want to come in and apologize. Somebody did not take an offer. We have somebody being thrown in the spotlight here. With the Nine of Pentacles, somebody who's single, successful. Yeah, somebody was jealous of somebody's looks, of them being single, somebody successful, somebody sexy. Somebody did not take an offer here. Somebody refused an offer, refused an invitation. What they refused to do is to feed that dragon negative energy. Yeah, somebody refused to work with another person, to collaborate with another person. Aquarius. And now somebody's jealous because somebody's going to be the star. Somebody is being divinely guided. Eyes of beauty, positive expectation for Pisces. Okay, so we have Gemini coming through, which talks about the Lovers, the Ten of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. So this is beautiful here, Pisces. I feel like this is for my high vibrational Pisces. I feel like you have mastered this choice of doing your shadow work, right? By reflecting back into your own eyes and seeing yourself as beautiful, seeing yourself as very intuitive, seeing yourself as you don't need somebody else's cup of love from this Knight of Cups to be happy, right? What you did was you faced that shadow within thyself, all that bottled up emotions of not feeling good enough, not feeling worthy enough, not having the confidence, not having the courage, remaining in that negative mindset, right? Somebody definitely put in the work to master their own emotions. This is the Lover's card, so something about Gemini, and I think Uranus is in 0 degrees Gemini today. The Ten of Swords in reverse talks about through all the pain and suffering that you have went through, Pisces, I feel like now you are coming into that sacred union because you have made the choice to feed the dragon a lot of love, a lot of positivity, a lot of, look, the cup is runneth over, right? You chose to feed that dragon a lot of love, a lot of positivity. I feel like you did the work, right? You put in the work to do some breathing exercises, to face that shadow, right? To be more patient, to trust your intuition, to release the attachments to how something is going to manifest when it comes to a relationship. It's like you have made a conscious choice to listen to your heart, to follow your heart here. We have 611 is significant here. A 5 and a 6 is an 11, so 1111 is significant. Here 555 could be significant as well. I feel like you have did a lot of inner work, and what you have did was you've seen something clearly. You've seen something through the eyes of this beautiful new beginning. You understand that all the pain and suffering that you have experienced was part of your soul's growth, right? Part of your soul's growth, part of the lessons that you had to learn on your journey to master something here, to master being that teacher, right? Somebody also is being taught a karmic lesson here because of trying to attach themselves to somebody trying to send subliminal negative emotions into procrastination, trying to control an outcome, right? And masking something, masking how they, like masking themselves as somebody who truly cared, right? But they didn't. They didn't. Something about the World Wide Web is significant. Surrender stress in reverse. Yeah, somebody was constantly attacking somebody. Constantly. In competition because they were envious of how they looked. Somebody was very competitive here. And I feel like it was a Pisces against Pisces who was very, very competitive here. And I feel like they drug in a lover to do so. I feel like they may have holding something over this person's head because I feel like this person really wants to walk away, but they can't. Because I feel like this somebody is holding something over this person's head. All right, so surrender stress in reverse for Pisces. Surrender stress in reverse for Pisces. Yeah, Queen of Swords. So yeah, this is somebody who is a liar. Somebody who, is very verbally abusive. Somebody who's very verbally manipulative. Somebody who could be very stressed out, mentally stressed out. Why? Because they could be fearing that their truth is going to be exposed. About what? About some sort of lie. How they were heartless. Somebody who just was very, like I said, verbally abusive here. We have the Queen of Swords. We have Aquarius. So somebody could have a Aquarius ascending or moon. Either an Aquarius moon or an Aquarius ascending sign. Surrender to complete healing in reverse for Pisces. Yeah, 6 of Cups. So the 6 of Cups talks about them healing the childhood wounds. Somebody refuses to heal some sort of childhood wounds, while the other person did heal their childhood wounds. They no longer are in this pain and suffering energy. Somebody refused to heal their childhood wounds. And somebody could have been somebody could have been mastering digging up somebody's past. Queen of Wands, Three of Cups, these also come out in the Aquarius reading. This is somebody who, again, is very attractive, right? Somebody who knows what they want and knows how to attract it to them. Somebody who's very passionate. Somebody who knows what they want and knows how to go towards it. Somebody who is very beautiful, right? And then you got these three people, you know, with the High Priestess here in reverse. Somebody who abused their power, abused their psychic abilities, abused their magical abilities. Somebody who was a hidden enemy. Somebody who was secretly thrown the rocks and hiding the hands. Somebody who could have had some secret love affairs. Somebody who's a mistress here. Somebody definitely thought something was unfair, so they did it out of revenge, right? And it's this it's because this Queen of Swords individual lied to them, right? Somebody lied to them. Lied to this Queen of Swords. This person has some sort of an addiction here. Somebody has an addiction to their magic, addiction to evil eye in somebody, addiction to a secret society. So you could have a Queen of Wands who was mastering their craft to get initiated into a secret society. And one of the things that they had to do was listen to this hidden enemy who lied to them when it comes to their children. And now they could be getting karma, right? And they think something is unfair. All because of how they were viewing a situation. Jealous of somebody's beauty. So they caused them a lot of pain and suffering. Siphoning somebody's healing energy. Yeah, this is definitely somebody who is all stressed out. Very stressed out. Because they're refusing to do the inner child healing. So they're way out of balance here. Way out of balance. They really feel as though something was unfair. It's like they did it because they wanted justice or something. But what they realize is that they did not want to put the work in. But the other person did. They are mastering something. They are mastering staying calm. They are mastering staying positive. They are mastering self-love by showing somebody, their inner child, a lot of love. But the other person, they're not. Yeah, some sort of swift action is coming. Some sort of swift communication. Somebody's wish is being granted. It's coming in really, really quickly. And the other person lied because they got left out in the cold. They lied because they got rejected, right? They got left out in the cold. They got left behind. And that's why they lied. And they thought it was unfair. So they wanted to get revenge. They felt as though they weren't entitled to something. Took advantage of somebody's generosity. Trying to block somebody's money. So, yeah, there is an awakening that needs to happen. Somebody, sacrifice. This could be talking about a child sacrifice. Trying to sacrifice something. King of Swords, both the King and the Queen of Swords are both in reverse. Somebody tried to destiny swap. This card also come out. Somebody tried to destiny swap. A destiny swap failed, is what I see here. All right, let's pull one final card for Pisces to complete this message. Again, I'm getting two different stories here. $1111 is really significant. 88 is significant. 1221 is significant. 666 is significant. Look, business, Venus. 52, 555 is significant. 222 is significant. 523 is significant. So yeah, this is definitely about a business partnership. Venus, because Venus is in that God's finger pointing down at somebody. So yeah, somebody did not, it's like the business was one-sided here. Somebody was like extremely, extremely jealous. And they were secretly either astral traveling into somebody's house, right? Astral traveling to master the craft, to get initiated into the secret society. I felt like this was that Queen of Wands. Somebody could have been, with the Venus card here, this talks about the divine feminine, but it does say business. Yeah, they were trying to restrict somebody, thinking that they were the master over somebody's life. Somebody shook hands with the other person and made some sort of a choice to team up, right? But whoever they teamed up against took their power back from a situation. Yeah, try to create a lot of suffering here. Restrict somebody, create a lot of suffering, a lot of pain, a lot of suffering. But somebody made the choice to stand in self-control by trusting their intuition and healing their inner child from any despair. Holy Spirit stepped in and look, right? Holy Spirit stepped in and said, look, my child, we know you're exhausted, right? But you're a divine soul who was chosen. We see, right? We seen what the community did and what they were inspired to do, who inspired them, right? With partnerships. So I feel like this person only teamed up with you to try to restrict you, to keep you in jail in your head, right? Keep you in jail in your head, to keep you procrastinating, trying to control your thoughts. They had, see the hand in the head, right? They worked together to play a lot of mind games, being a sneaky snake, right? See the snake wrapped around her? Look how evil she looks. Somebody could have red hair. All right, thank you for watching.